Episode 21. The Celestial Gate Opens. The ancient well trembled as golden water spiraled upward into the sky. Shen Yue reached toward the light, and the hidden realm shook as if answering an ancient summons. Then, the stone split open. A gate of stars unfolded above the valley. Her children stared in silence. The eldest whispered, "Mother, is this another world?" Shen Yue did not answer. Something in her soul already knew. One by one they stepped through. Clouds gathered beneath their feet. Mountains floated in endless heavens. Rivers of spirit light crossed the sky. And beyond ruined palaces suspended among stars, colossal stone guardians opened glowing eyes. Intruders, ancient celestial soldiers descended. The fifth child screamed. A spear of heavenly fire shot toward them, and Shen Yue's wrist mark erupted in gold. Time froze. The guardians knelt. A forgotten voice echoed through the heavens. The Realm Mother has returned. But hidden in the shadows, a pair of immortal eyes watched her arrival and smiled. Episode 22. The Immortal Sect Trial. In the celestial realm, mortals were prey. Only cultivators survived. To protect her children, Shen Yue led them to the ancient Azure Cloud Sect, where disciples from all realms competed for entry. They were mocked instantly. A village widow seeks immortality? Even sect elders laughed. The trial began. Sword cultivators shattered mountains. Fire disciples summoned dragons. Arrogant prodigies sneered at Shen Yue's children. Then the youngest stepped forward. Before the final trial stood a dead spirit tree no one had revived in 1,000 years. She placed a hand upon its bark. The ground pulsed. Roots awakened. Leaves exploded in emerald light. Flowers bloomed across the heavens. The entire mountain shook. Sect elders rose from their thrones. One whispered in horror, "Earth, spirit, inheritance." Another fell to his knees. But before Shen Yue could celebrate, the sky split open. A heavenly decree descended, by order of the upper court. The bloodline of the hidden realm is to be seized. The sect had become a trap. Episode 23. The Demon Beast Egg. Escaping the sect pursuit, Shen Yue fled with her children into a forbidden canyon no cultivator dared enter. The Valley of Buried Beasts. There, among dragon bones and cursed ruins, the fourth child heard something crying. Deep inside a cave, they found an obsidian egg covered in ancient runes. Warm, alive. The seventh prince stepped back. "That is impossible." Before he could explain, celestial hunters arrived. Their leader laughed. "Hand over the black dragon heir." Battle erupted. The eldest son's spirit sword met immortal steel. The second child unleashed poison mist. But as Shen Yue shielded the egg, it cracked. A roar shook heaven. A black dragon hatchling emerged and coiled around Shen Yue's arm. Its golden eyes opened and imprinted on her. All attackers froze. Even the prince went pale. Because black dragons once served only the lost rulers of heaven. Then the hatchling spoke. One word. "Mother." And far above, an ancient dragon king awoke. Episode 24. The heavenly consort returned. Storms gathered over the 9 heavens. Because she had come. The woman who destroyed Shen Yue's husband in the mortal world now descended in immortal robes. The heavenly consort. Her beauty was divine. Her hatred unchanged. You should have stayed dead. Behind her stood celestial armies, and beside her, an immortal emperor no one dared name. Shen Yue finally understood. The mortal conspiracy had always been part of something larger. This enemy had been waiting lifetimes. The consort attacked. Their powers split mountains. Dragonfire clashed with heavenly lightning. Even the hidden realm trembled. During battle, Shen Yue touched an ancient seal in the ruins, and memories flooded her mind. A throne, A celestial war. Her own face. Wearing a crown. She staggered. The consort smiled coldly. Yes. Remember who you were. Then she whispered the truth. You are not a transmigrated widow. You are the fallen realm empress reborn. And with one strike, she shattered the hidden realm's core. The world began collapsing. Episode 25. 5 children ascend. The hidden realm was breaking apart. Mountains split. Spirit rivers turned to fire. Ancient laws collapsed. As the realm core shattered in Shen Yue's hands, the heavenly consort laughed. Watch your kingdom die twice. But the children stepped forward. The eldest gripped his father's spirit sword and walked into the storm. A seal burst open on his forehead. Sword intent rose to the heavens. With one strike, he severed a falling mountain. The second child stood beside the broken realm spring and poured her spiritual blood into its waters. Dead rivers revived. Healing light spread. The third child read forgotten runes burning across the sky and activated celestial arrays dormant for 10,000 years. The fourth gave a primal cry. And dragon spirits answered. From the void, ancient beast kings emerged. Then the youngest touched the shattered earth. Flowers grew through ruin. World veins rewove themselves. The hidden realm stabilized. Its fragments fused into a greater domain. And in golden light, each child awakened a title. Sword Saint, Divine Healer, Heavenly Scholar, Beast Sovereign, Earth Spirit Lord. The heavens trembled. The 5 legends had risen, but the shattered core revealed something hidden within, a black key. And Shen Yue knew it opened a deeper prison. Episode 26. The Ancient God Tomb. Using the black key, Shen Yue opened a forbidden gate beneath the celestial ruins. A staircase descended through darkness older than heaven. The prince warned her. No one enters the tomb of fallen gods. She entered anyway. At the end stood a throne carved from stars. Above it floated a shattered crown, and as Shen Yue approached, the throne called her name. Not Shen Yue, a forgotten name. Xuan Yin. The moment she touched the crown, memories flooded back. She had ruled the hidden realm before heaven's betrayal. The 5 children had once been her divine guardians, and she had not died. She had been cast into mortal reincarnation. The 7th prince knelt in shock. You were the first realm empress. But awakening the tomb stirred its guardian. A chained god opened crimson eyes. I have waited for your return. Its chains broke. The tomb began collapsing. And Shen Yue realized she had awakened something worse than the heavenly consort. An ancient god wanted his throne back. Episode 27. War of the 9 Heavens. The chained god rose and claimed the celestial court. Immortal clans bent the knee in terror. Only Shen Yue refused. War erupted across heaven. Floating kingdoms burned. Dragon hosts darkened suns. Spirit armies marched through clouds. The 7th prince ascended fully, donning divine armor once belonging to war sovereigns. Beside Shen Yue, he said quietly, "Let us take back heaven." The 5 legends each commanded a front. The Sword Saint cut open enemy star fortresses. The Beast Sovereign led dragons into battle. The Heavenly Scholar turned constellations into weapons. But amid victory came betrayal. A celestial general opened the hidden realm gates from within. Enemy armies poured inside, and in the chaos, the youngest child vanished. Only a blood-stained ribbon remained. Shen Yue froze. For the first time, the Realm Mother looked afraid. Episode 28. The Betrayal of a Son. Months passed. War consumed worlds. Then the missing child returned. But not as herself. Dark divine marks covered her skin. Her eyes burned silver. The ancient god stood behind her. She belongs to me now. No army moved. No one breathed. The youngest raised her hand and shattered half the hidden realm with a gesture. Corrupted by primordial power, she had become a destroyer. Shen Yue stepped forward. "My child, come home." The girl only whispered, "Mother, kill me before he takes everything." Then battle exploded, mother against daughter. Heaven itself cracked under their power. At the end, Shen Yue refused to strike. Instead, she poured her own soul force into her child, and was wounded unto death. As she fell, the hidden realm merged into her body. She rose cloaked in world light. No longer widow, no longer empress, something greater. The ancient god finally looked afraid. Episode 29. The Mother Slays a God. At the summit of creation, Shen Yue faced the ancient heavenly sovereign. Galaxies bent around them. His voice shook worlds. "You were meant to rule beside me." Shen Yue lifted her blade. "I rule for those you oppressed." The battle lasted 7 days. Stars died. Heavens broke. The 5 legends fought beside her. At the final moment, Shen Yue opened the hidden realm completely, revealing it was not a pocket world, but a living primordial universe. And she was its heart. Drawing on creation itself, she struck. One blow. The god fell. His throne shattered. The heavens went silent. Then every immortal in existence knelt. But victory came at a price. The hidden realm began consuming Shen Yue. To save all realms, she would have to ascend beyond mortal existence forever. Her children begged her not to go. She smiled. A mother never truly leaves, and stepped toward the final gate. Episode 30. Empress Beyond Realms Peace returned. Empires rebuilt. Heaven and earth were united under a new order. The 5th child restored the spirit lands. The Sword Saint founded immortal guardians. The Beast Sovereign ruled dragon clans, and at the center of all realms stood a throne of stars. Upon it, Shen Yue, Empress beyond realms, mother of legends, the 7th prince stood beside her as equal sovereign. For 1,000 years her name became myth. But one night the ancient well glowed again. A final gate opened beyond the stars. Its light was unfamiliar, older than gods. Beyond realms. Shen Yue rose slowly. The children, now legends themselves, looked toward the portal. "What lies beyond heaven?" one asked. Shen Yue smiled. "Another beginning." And together, they stepped through.